Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. Capricorn, in today's reading we're going to be going over the energy surrounding the Libra full moon on the 12th. Okay, this is at 23 degrees 19 seconds Libra. So this highlights relationships, all relationships, contracts, partnerships, even open enemies. Okay, this is very closely linked to that Aries solar eclipse that we just had on the 29th of March at 9 degrees Aries, which really was more about, independence. Aries is the self. So this is kind of highlighting, because full moons, kind of shed a spotlight or illuminate an area that is really about a culmination of a cycle, because full moons are, culmination of that moon cycle. And it's so that we can release and start a new cycle. So Libra is cardinal air, ruled by Venus and the ruler of the 7th house. So again, heavy emphasis on partnerships and relationships. Let's get into it. This is the Moon and Stars Tarot we're going to be using today, along with the Universal Weight that we'll be clarifying with. So let's see what Spirit has for you in terms of relationships, Capricorn. We're going to be getting your energy, the other person's energy, the energy in between you, and the obstacle or challenge, advice, and an outcome. So in your pre-shuffle, the King and Queen of Wands did show, as well as, I believe, the Three of Cups and the Hermit. You could be dealing with someone that you've pulled away from, you've pulled your energy back from, or you're really analyzing a situation with someone that you feel it's kind of a magnetic energy with the King and Queen of Wands. Okay, it could be an fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But the King and Queen of Wands ultimately are, rooted in the fire element. So this has to do with desire. Let's see what's going on. What is your energy, Capricorn? Capricorn and this person. Again, this can be anyone. What is Capricorn's energy? I hope you guys are doing well. I am traveling, so pardon my absence, but I wanted to bring this beautiful scenery to you. Hope you enjoy it. Energy for Capricorn. And you're a cardinal sign, so this will affect you, especially coming off of that Aries new moon solar eclipse. Aries is also cardinal, Libra is cardinal, Cancer and Capricorn. Can I have Capricorn's energy, please? Okay. King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. And it says support here. So I feel like this is, again, not your energy showing up necessarily, but this is being in a very emotionally balanced state. And you have the Six of Swords. So you could be, deciding that there's some transition that your heart's being called to. Yeah, possibly to communicate, maybe even, this is again about following your desire and having the courage to do so. Very emotionally balanced energy, though, with the King of Cups showing up in your energy. Okay, the Six of Swords indicates that you could have been moving on from some sort of conflict or chaos or something that, was not ideal. Okay, but I feel like you're supported, or you could be supporting other people as well. Tell me about the other energy for Capricorn. Tell me about the other energy for Capricorn, please. Your cards are taking a long time. There's the Six of Swords. How interesting. Wow, I didn't even see all that fly out. Let's take a look. Seven of Pentacles, nine. This was showing up heavily. There was a lot of fear, anxiety going on in your pre-shuffle as well. Yeah, grief. Okay, so this also showed up in the pre-shuffle now in the other deck, the Seven of Swords. So there could have, I feel like you've been dealing with, or this, your energy between you and this person. There is an energy of moving on, okay? Things are moving out of that Five of Swords energy because it looks like there's been some reflection, a lot of anxiety and fear about, having lost because of some sort of deceptive energy. Let's see. Ten of Wands in the World. Okay, so this person could be at a distance from you, okay? They could be carrying a lot of weight here, but I feel like that's coming to a close. This person is, I feel like you're both moving on here. All right, what's the energy between Capricorn and this person? This person could have a lot going on. Also be in their head. Swords are about thoughts. The Two of Wands is the energy between you. So there is some preparation, planning on making a move, because twos are about decisions, really. And the Wands, indicates action. And the King of Wands, this is what was coming up. So this is action towards our passions here. So I feel like you're emotionally stable. This person is ready to move out of any kind of chaos. I feel like there's, wow. Someone could have been very stubborn in, yeah, this could also be someone that had been kind of inconsistent, immature, which led to, them kind of being stuck in that kind of energy. I don't feel that's you, or at least you've elevated if that is. But the King of Wands ultimately goes after what he desires. Okay, but I keep seeing I feel like this could be this person. Either there's a lot of attraction here, or you could be dealing with a fire sign. Male or female, doesn't matter, but you are having kings show up in your reading, which is the highest maturity, I'll say, the mastery in the court cards. So what is the obstacle or challenge? Obstacle or challenge for Capricorn. Let me know if this resonates. I always appreciate your feedback. It's good to know it lands and connects. Tell me about the obstacle or challenge. Between Capricorn and this person. Obstacle or challenge. Gosh, your reading is not wanting to give up much. Obstacle or challenge for Capricorn. Oh. Flipped, I didn't even see it. Seven of Pentacles. I close my eyes when I shuffle sometimes. So I feel like it's almost like, I feel like you have a lot of love for this person, okay? It's almost like, do I want to be alone? Maybe even out of spite with this King of Wands, not following my own desires. and my heart, which just leaves to, yeah, feeling stuck here. And there's the Queen of Cups. So you definitely, there's a lot of love here, okay? Or you could be dealing with a water sign as well, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Seven of Pentacles feels like typically in the Seven of Pentacles, there's been time and effort and energy invested, okay? But it's been like solo on your own. Maybe that's where you both have been working on yourselves, working on your own stability with the Nine of Pentacles. This is also pre-Empress energy. Can I have the advice for Capricorn? Ooh, Ten of Wands. Oh gosh, and everything. Ten of Wands, Eight of Swords. These all came out in reverse. I'm only reading uprights. I'll take these two, but we'll look at the rest. Someone else, I think Cancer got something like this. Because the Ten of Wands is, this is like at the end of your rope, feeling exhausted and stuck. It's maybe a need to recognize that I feel like this almost feels more like advice with the Two of Wands there, is that needing to make a choice. Again, here's comfort, Five of Swords. This is like it's a repeating issue here. It's the same cards that came out. How interesting. I'm getting like, either do it or don't, right? It's time to either make a move with your heart here, but I feel like again, there's it says revenge in this deck, which I don't. It's like there's been some kind of block or heartache. Could have been with the King of Wands as well. Let me shuffle and get the outcome. So the advice, these burdens are going to create more anxiety, okay? So I feel like it's, you need to really assess, plan here. The Seven of Pentacles is about investment. All right, what's the outcome for Capricorn? Between Capricorn and this person. Tens are the end of the cycle though, so it's time to release something. And this full moon is really about that. It's about releasing and letting go. That's what, full moons represent. And then, comes the new beginning with the new moon. What's the outcome? Nine of Pentacles. I swear someone else got this. This is, again, Nine of Pentacles in a relationship reading. This is about feeling good on your own, having everything you need with the Nine of Pentacles. And the Nine of Swords. Trauma. There's a lot of worry. I don't know, it's almost like now's not the time. This might just be being illuminated to you. There's still a lot of, it's about your stability, and there's a lot of mental energy going on here. Yeah, and the Nine of Swords is just more of the same, more anxiety, worry about, if you'll have enough, if it could be, as well a pre-Empress we're talking about. Let's see, let's clarify for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know? All these little things falling on the table. Tell me about Capricorn's energy with the King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups Capricorn's energy, please? Ace of Wands. Ooh. And the Ten of Wands. This is something, you know, a burden that you're releasing here, because from the 10 we go to the 1. So I feel like you're emotionally, you're aware, and you have a passion and desire to kind of let something go. This could have to do with the family situation, but it has to do with your happiness here. If you want to be with a family, I do feel like this is kind of a struggle between, do I want to be alone, or do I want to be with, you know, have the happily ever after here. So you could be going back and forth with making an offer. There you are. I feel like it will be successful, and there you are. If you have better boundaries this time, the Seven of Wands is about, yeah, I feel like you've made a lot of efforts. You've been through a lot, okay? Because you don't get to the Ten of Wands, you know, it's, and you're getting the 10 to the 1, and then the energy between you being the 2. So there is a need to, like, release something, and you're at the finish line here, because you can see the castle of, you know, where this lies. And you're in the energy to receive that with the King of Cups. Tell me about the Six of Swords for Capricorn's person or whomever. Oh, Five of Swords. I don't know. It feels like someone, you know, this feels like someone who, they do what they want, you know, to get what they want. This could be someone that's, you could be realizing this, yeah, with the Moon here, Magician, King of Wands. This could have been more, you know, passion versus love, but I feel like you're kind of switching gears here. Because the Five of Swords is someone who's willing to win at all costs, right? No one really wins in the Five of Swords. But I do feel like this person wants to move out of that conflict. If there's been some even level of betrayal here, or just, you know, someone willing to do the most to gain their own happiness, and they get some sort of satisfaction from that. But it feels like, you know, going from the 5 to the 6 is what the, you know, the main energy. I feel like they want to move on from any of that nonsense. Tell me about the Two of Wands. You could be planning to go your own way. That's coming up. I did hear that in another reading as well. It would be one of the water signs. Tell me about the obstacle. Or that's not what I'm going to do that again. I got the King of Swords. This is about speaking the truth, knowing the truth, and, you know, following your logic over your heart here. I feel like your heart's been wounded. All right, tell me about the Two of Wands with the energy between Capricorn and this person. Where are we going with the Two of Wands? The Knight of Cups. And there's the King of Swords again. How interesting. This is what I said. This is someone making a genuine offer, okay? Being, yeah, to heal, to come into some sort of balance. And here's the planning and the methodical approach with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So this is leading with love, with, you know, something solid and stable, and above all being clear, honest, and truthful. Because there is, notice that Nine of Wands there. There's some woundedness and hurt feelings, maybe feeling like there's been a missed opportunity. Yeah, I feel like you and this person have faced some sort of betrayal, and that's why your independence has become so paramount. Okay, so it doesn't have to be that person, you know, because I was getting in another reading too, it's like someone you haven't met yet. So we'll see. What's the Seven of Pentacles, the obstacle or challenge? This is having, you know, to still be willing to put in the effort and the energy to create something for the future, because it doesn't, right now it feels like you're more working on your own stability, or, you know, laying down some burdens, maybe putting up some healthier boundaries as well. What's the Seven of Pentacles for the obstacle or challenge? Oh, it was the Four of Pentacles and the Magician. Oh. So the Four of Pentacles is this guy holding on to everything. You know, I feel like, again, there's an energy of needing to release, because the opposite of this would be him freeing up. He's kind of tightly restricted here. You know, he can't do a whole lot if he's grasping at those. But I feel like you're in a powerful energy here. Wow, look at this. You might not know this. I feel you've got some sort of tie to this person. The King and Queen of Wands showing up. Yeah, it's like there's an energy of moving away from the past, feeling wounded, feeling isolated, feeling alone, feeling heartbroken. There's just a lot of blockages here. It's like holding on to your vision here. And manifesting what you want. And fours ultimately are about stability. Tell me about the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Swords as the advice. Yeah, there's that slow, steady movement. I'm also getting kind of a peace offering energy with the Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands, excuse me. This is a card of victory and success for where you put your efforts, again, with the Seven of Pentacles here. Okay, and this is the advice, is that you can really gain the success over what you've invested in here by taking slow, steady steps to release these burdens, the anxiety. You'll be fine here. The Nine of Pentacles is feeling, you know, emotionally stable, physically, mentally, spiritually. Give me the Nine of Pentacles. Let me shuffle real quick. As the outcome. If you're still here, let me know. I appreciate you. Tell me about the outcome with the Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Oh, strong Cancer energy. This is, wow. Eight of Cups. These same cards are at the bottom of the deck. So this is about moving towards your independence. You are the charioteer here, okay? If this is, you know, if you're really, I feel like the energy is about nurturing your own heart right now, because you're getting a lot of, I'm noticing the water energy here, leading with your heart and walking away from anything that, you know, doesn't benefit you emotionally. All right, I'm going to leave it there, Capricorn. I hope this helped you. If it resonated, please do leave me a comment. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, hit the little bell, all that great stuff. Thank you so much for sharing your energy. Sending you tons of love. Until next time.